Hey everybody, this is your instructor, Robert Sean Kennedy. I'll be your history instructor for the next 7 weeks, so hold on and sit tight. If you're able, willing, and have the energy, you will get through this course no problem. The intent of this video is to give you detailed instructions on how to be successful and just to let you know about the the navigation of the course. Sorry, see, long day today. Okay, so we're beginning with Unit 1. So we're going to Unit 1, opening it on up. Right. Oh, let me actually, hold on. All right, I'm back. Unit 1. There we go. So Unit 1 content is right there. There is a pre-test, there is a post-test, and there are what are called optional assignments. So let me start with the content. How to prepare for and with the content will help you with both the pre-test, the post-test, and the optional assignments. So let's open it on up. And all right, so here are the lectures. So we're going to begin with Reconstruction. Opening up Reconstruction. Each lecture is going to come with an essay prompt where you're expected to draft a 6 to 10 paragraph essay. Now, this is what you are ultimately preparing for when it comes to the pre-test and post-test. This is what's going to be on the pre-test and post-test. One, I'll tell you that in a second of how it randomly selects with either one in a little bit. But if you are to do it during that exam, this is what will be on there. Now, to prepare for that particular essay prompt, the one that is highlighted right there, discuss the 2 constitutional theories that evolved around the question of Reconstruction. Within your discussion, identify and describe the 3 phases of Reconstruction. Finally, describe the promise and hope of Reconstruction and its eventual demise. To prepare for that, you want to go through the material, which is located down below. They are broken down. The lecture is organized in what are called learning objectives. So you have learning objective 1, learning objective 2, so on and so forth. The material is located right here. This is the particular prompt for the learning objective 1. See how it is a breakdown of the essay prompt. It's basically the same wording, right? And so you'll see that throughout the semester. Sometimes a learning objective will be not closely related to the wording essay prompt, but it will be related enough to where you need to make a response. But that's basically the concept of it. Go to the notes, click the notes, and there you will get the video as well as long as the notes. What you want to do is you want to physically write down the learning objective so you know what it is you will be aware of, and go through the material and draft a 1 to 3 paragraph response to this particular learning objective prompt. When you are done with that particular learning objective, then you're going to move to learning objective 2. When you're done with learning objective 2, right, you've got a response for this particular learning objective. You're going to move on to learning objective 3, learning objective 4, learning objective 5. When you have a response for all 5 learning objectives, you have and you organize them together in order, learning objectives 1 through 5. That is your response to the essay prompt, right? So that's how all of the lectures work. Now let me go back to show you. You've got the Civil Rights Movement. One's organized a little bit differently, but it's the same process. Here's the essay prompt, and then here are the 4 learning objectives. Click here, gives you the content. This particular one doesn't have text. It's straight video with some signed reading associated with it, but it's the same concept. You're going to go through the learning objective and draft a 1 to 3 paragraph response. And so on and so forth. Let's open this on up, right? It works, again, for all of these. Sometimes there's video in text for particular learning objectives. right? And sometimes there is not. But usually 9 times out of 10, you're going to have text and video. So right here, learning objective 1, we'll have video. This one particularly doesn't, but most of them do, right? So learning objective 2 notes. I believe this one does. Nope. Oh, I'll actually try to get, there is video associated with this one, so I will get that in there. I didn't realize it was missing. I'll get that in there as soon as possible. I believe it's available. Let me see. Oh, for some reason, okay. There must have been an error in the software there, but yeah, the videos are available by clicking those links right there. And I'll try to get them in regular video feed. Anyway, it works that way for each of them. All right, and so if go through the content when you have go back here, when you have a response ready for all of these essays, for all of these lectures, and a response for all of the lecture essay prompts, then you're ready to take the pretest, right? So you go to take the pretest, you'll access the pretest right there. You do need to take it in Lockdown browser, and you need to use a webcam for that. Let me explain why you need to use a webcam real quick. The purpose of the webcam is to provide integrity for the course. Distance education is relatively new, as you all know, and up until just recently, it hasn't really been a course that has been it hasn't been a medium that has been taken very seriously. But with the advent of being able to use webcams, there is some integrity in the course. We are now able to verify once and for all that indeed it is the student who enrolled who will be taking the exam. And we can be assured as closely as possible that the student is taking the exams as they would in a normal classroom. So in a normal classroom, for most exams, you can't use your books, you can't use your notes, all that kind of stuff. So going forward, as more and more instructors use this, people taking online courses will find themselves in institutions that have integrity, right? I've been on another search committees, and when you see people coming from places like University of Phoenix, it makes you wonder how eligible, how qualified they are for the position, right? Let me bring up the syllabus real quick because it provides a nice breakdown of the structure of the pre-tests and post-tests, right? So you could use this as a reference. So pre-test, Unit 1 pretest, one essay will be randomly selected from, again, from this unit, right? So one of these essays will be randomly selected for the pretest. You have 60 minutes to take it. You only have one attempt. If you earn an 80% or higher, you are exempt from the Unit 1 post-test. If you don't, it's not that big of a deal. You're just going to have to take the post-test. The structure of that is down here. 2 essays will be randomly selected from Unit 1. You will have 2 hours to take it. You have 3 attempts, and you'll need to earn an 80% or higher in order to be successful on that, and in order for Unit 2 to open up. I could have sworn I put that in there, and it's gone. That is very strange that that keeps happening. I know I actually put that content in there because it was missing. Let me fix that real quick. All right, so yeah, the post-tests. Oh, that is so strange. Oh, weird. I will fix it at some other point, and I'll just tell you what it's supposed to be there. Actually, I can bring this over. Because I sent you guys an email actually indicating this. But here's what it's supposed to look like. It's not doing that for some reason. But the post-tests. Unit 1, 2 essays will be randomly selected from Unit 1. So that list of, let me bring this up again. That from here. So 2 of these essays will be randomly selected from Unit 1 that you will need to respond to within the exam window, right? Then when you get to Unit 2, once you've earned an 80% or higher after your 1 to 3 attempts for Unit 1, 2 essays will be randomly selected from either Unit 1 or Unit 2. So for Unit 2, let me show you that real quick. You have a list of essays to prepare for in the same fashion as I showed you for Unit 1. Prepare a response for each learning objective. Put the learning objectives together. That is your response to the essay prompt, right? So these are two of these. One of these will be randomly selected from Unit 2, and one will be randomly selected from Unit 1. The Unit 3 exam works the same way, but instead of it'll be all 3 units. So there'll be 3 essays randomly selected: Unit 1, Unit 2, and Unit 3. That's the way that works. Let me show you one other thing. Going back to Unit 1. Where are we? There we go. Okay. Optional assignments. Click that. And what you see here are the lectures for each of it. It's the same concept of preparing for the pre-test and post-test. Here, it's not an exam format. It's prepare for the essay on your own time, submit it, make sure you have a response to each learning objective, that same kind of thing, but you're not doing an exam form. It's not a time test. You can earn for each essay you submit, right, that all of the essays for the unit are there, 2.5% extra credit per lecture, as long as you get an 80% higher, as it indicates right here, on the actual essay that you submit. So that's optional. You don't have to do it. It doesn't count against you if you do it. So it's 2.5% extra credit per essay, up to, not for sure, but up to. Even if you don't earn the extra credit, though, just think of it this way. At least it allows you to know if you're on the right track or not, right? So there will be a rubric provided. I grade it with a rubric, and then you'll be able to read the rubric and see if you are on the right track or not. And if you're not, you can see how the rubric was graded and make your improvements so you can go forward successfully with the pretest or the post-test. I think that's about it. The next video you'll see is some nice study techniques, so please visit that when you're able to, and respond to the extra credit prompt for the introductory video and the study tips. That's it. Thank you very much. Bye.